Okay, we are back. You must be wondering, why does this dude say the same shirt when he records? I don't know, I mostly record my videos Saturday and Sunday. I wear a shirt for 3 days. There's nothing wrong with wearing a shirt for 3 days, right? Definitely nothing wrong with that. So anyways, we are back. Episode 12. Soldier Speak is ours. A new Grey Warden base. This is gonna be our base of operations, I suppose. I think this will be our new base of operations once they're done with renovations and all. I believe it's time for us to go back. Ah yes, which quests do we need completing? So anyways, I believe we have a quest in Redcliffe. We have a message of death to someone. Just one more message and the quest is complete. Oh, here we are. Irenia. I knew it.
Yes?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
All right. Let me take a look. What? This is terrible. My beloved.
There's one in Lake Calenhad. Larana in Lake Calenhad, right?
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free. It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Oh, the bard's gonna sing. Liliana's gonna sing. God damn, that's why I keep the bard in a team. Does shit damage, but hey, it's a morale booster.
There's terrible news. Everyone is talking about a battle in the north between Loghain's men and Ban Bronik. The Ban was utterly crushed. Someone told me that he was meeting with Loghain to talk terms, but I don't believe it. Surely Loghain would never attack someone attempting to parley. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I like the visor, it's glowing red. There is an armor set too. I think it's a... Yes, it does has a set bonus, which is good. Okay. Alright. It's time to move out. Same party as always.
Yes.
Indeed.
Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Before we go to Lake Calenhad, why don't we visit Ban Lawrence land? See if there's a quest here. I mean, there are plenty of quests naturally. There's always quests to be finished. Take a closer look at the unarmed man. You're surprised to recognize the uniform of King Kalin's honor guard. A memory comes to you. You fought alongside this man in Ostagar at Ostagar. Take a closer look at the guards. Guards wear the uniform of Ban Lori, a minor lord well known and little loved for the fluidity of his allegiance. Join the fray. Oh shit.
I sense
Killed him.
something drawing near.
My new skill. Ooh.
I am your
Revenge.
Make him be brave.
Nice. Elric. Up close, the man's face is unmistakable. You remember him as Elric Marine, a member of Kaelin's honor guard at Ostagar, and a close confidant of the king.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
What do you mean there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Yes, I recognize your face.
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Lawrence prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
It's not your fault they died.
I know. Even had Logain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kaelin, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens.
Why didn't he just give the key to Duncan? Oh wait, Duncan was at the king's side.
He didn't get the chance. Duncan was so busy with the new recruits and keeping Logain at bay. Whatever his reasoning, it's me Kaelin entrusted it to.
Do you still have this key?
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Lawrence's hands by now.
Why am I not surprised? Is there someone else we should be bringing back from the brink of death instead?
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please. It's probably still there.
Do you think the Darkspawn found it?
I hope not. Would they know how to work the lock, even if they did? The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor.
Ooh, arms and armor.
And if you happen to find Kaelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Also, we're gonna return to Ostagar. We're gonna find those documents, we're gonna find some nice loot and armor, and we're gonna bury King Kaelin's body. Proper burial, as in this game. This is Ban Loren's land? Really?
As you wish.
Damn shame. Okay. Might as well go to Lake Kalinhad then. Ooh. Wow. That looks like a mage's tower. Look at that. That looks like, it reminds me of Lord of the Rings.
How deep is this lake? Do you think we're allowed to swim in it?
Well, I mean, I don't really want to swim in the lake with full plating armor on. Shady Tug. Samael the Deserter. Shady Tug. I guess we'll be having tugs for dinner.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
Ah, a quest. I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Oh, well, I tried. Too easy. Oh, Mage's Collective Bastion. Ah, yes, quests.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I was looking to get across to the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is something wrong up in there at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
But I have to get there. I'm on official business.
Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I have to find out what's going on.
Well, you go on ahead. Gregor tells me to stay here, I stay here. I reckon the fella knows what he's talking about.
And a quest, Larana. Oh,
Yes?
I'm here to deliver a letter from the Blackstone Irregulars to you, madam. My condolences.
All right. Let me take a look. I feared this day would come.
Well, that's the end of that quest.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Spoiled Princess. Why is then called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling in. The name stuck. That's the story.
Oh yeah, we're looking for Brother Genetivi here as well, so I should probably ask this guy.
Brother Jin... no, of course not. I've never heard of him.
Sounds like you did. I'm just keeping information away from me. Alright. What about knights from Redcliffe? Have you seen any?
No, I haven't seen any knights.
Sounds like you're not telling me everything.
Nonsense. Why would I lie to you? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible.
Are you in some trouble? You can trust me.
No, I'm not in any kind of trouble. If you want ale, wine, or a warm bed for the night,
Alright.
I can help you. If not, I have nothing else to offer.
He doesn't want to part with the information.
Enemy approaching!
Cultists. Fucking cultists, alright. Y'all want some?
Very well.
What are these cultists doing out here?
You dealt with them. Oh, Maker, I thought this nightmare would never end. Thank you so much. They said they'd kill my wife and son if I said anything about them. Do you know who they were?
No, but I'm going to find out.
Well, I probably shouldn't ask. I'm just an innkeeper trying to make his way through life. There are some things I don't need to know. Thank you again. You'll always be welcome here.
Carol.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm a Grey Warden, and I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Prove it, alright. Well, I have these documents here.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Not much. You're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
I warn you, my patience is wearing thin.
Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
Pussy. On to the tower we go. 99 floors, 99 levels. What is happening?
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
What's going on here?
We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
But I seek the mage's help to defeat the Darkspawn.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen.
Well, what can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
Completely?
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
There must be another way.
If there was, do you not think I would have chosen it? There are only abominations left in this tower. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
But it was you that shut them all in.
And what was I to do? Leave the door open as the abominations poured out?
He's right. All the circles have doors like these to prevent abominations from getting loose.
Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer.
There must be something I can do.
You? What can you do?
I can do a lot of things. Swing my sword in a very slow manner. And slap the shit out of those abominations. I could find out what's really happened in here.
I too would like to know how this started.
I will investigate the tower and see what can be done.
You must face and slaughter the abominations to get to the bottom of this. Are you sure you can handle them?
I've faced abominations before.
That is a surprise. Did you manage to put it down?
Yes, I dealt with it.
If you have fought an abomination, then you understand their evil. You know what they are. Madness and cruelty made flesh. You think you can deal with them when even Templars are loath to enter the tower?
I must try. It is the right thing to do.
A word of caution.
Or is it?
Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Time to get behind this door. Don't shake that head. Getting to the very bottom of this. We're gonna go. I'm going to go down and dirty. Get to the bottom of this. A lot of dead bodies. That's for sure. Alright, let's see what's behind this door.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
Win, what are you doing here? I met this lady at the Battle of Ostagar before everything went south. And she's here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
Well, I came here seeking the help of the mages, but I'm also here to help Gregor resolve the Circle's difficulties.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
Don't worry, the Night of Annulment has not arrived.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
Very well, I will help you.
Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Sir Gregor will only accept if it is the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Alright, then we set off immediately.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Why do you treat the Circle with such scorn?
Look at how they live. Servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them?
Everyone deserves respect, even cruel people like you.
Have it your way.
Petra, Kinan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
We have talked away enough time.
If you are ready, let us go end this.
Right, so we have her. So we have a different mage. Level 13 mage, so we can't have two mages, so we'll have to leave Morgan behind. Since she disagrees with me helping the Circle of Mage, we'll leave Morgan behind. Accept. Alright, Morgan disapproves, of course.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
You did what you had to do, Win.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Destroy the barrier.
All right. Be on your guard.
Saving the game. Alright.
Let's make it quick, shall we? On your car.
So much blood.
Oh. I don't like that. That's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot.
Oh, you are fun. Is that
Alright. Gotta save the game, you know?
I'm injured.
At least
What
I'm
do you
still
need?
alive. Mostly.
At least you're alive. That's good. Okay, first floor is cleared. Up to the next level.
Do you hear that? I think there's someone near here.
You think so, Liliana?
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
What are you doing here?
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Why are you cleaning at a time like this?
The stockroom is my responsibility. I must keep it clean. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Oh, Wayne, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
How can this dude be so calm whenever when, when the place is overrun by demons? This guy was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go do my job.
He is one of the Tranquil. The Tranquil do not have emotions.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
What is this Niall trying to do?
I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this.
We'll be able to handle it.
We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Right. Possessing no emotions. Oh damn, we got these guys. Damn, what is happening now?
Please, please don't kill me.
Tell me why I should spare your life.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching.
But why turn to forbidden magic?
The magic was a means to an end. It gave me the power to fight for what I believed.
Fighting for what you believe is commendable, but the ends do not always justify the means.
You don't really believe that, do you, Wynne? Change rarely comes peacefully. Andraste waged war on the Imperium. She didn't write them a strongly worded letter. She reshaped civilization, freed the slaves, and gave us the Chantry. But people died for it. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
You know we cannot allow blood mages to live.
But I would like a chance to atone for what I've done. Please, if you spare me, I could escape and seek penance at the Chantry.
You know, they'll never take you. They're very picky about who they let in. Harlots, murderers, yes. Maleficarum, oh no.
Your comments betray your ignorance, Alistair. The Chantry accepts all, regardless of what they've done.
Well, it seems you're familiar with a whole other Chantry, because the one I know wouldn't hesitate to shove a sword of mercy right through her heart.
Enough. This is not the point.
I just want my life. Please.
How will you get out? With blood magic?
I'll find a way, please. I swear I'll do something good with my life.
Spare? To spare, or not to spare. Again, we are given this choice between life and death. As is always the case in this bloody game, which I found. This is the third time now. Should I enter this heretic's life? Heresy. You know what the Astartes would do? I will spare you. Do not make this decision. Do not make me regret this decision.
Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
Though I do not like that grin.
On it. Right.
Oh, damn, I love that skill. Black Grimoire. Ooh. I think I know a person who would love this one. Save the game. Third floor.
I don't like this place. I feel like I'm being watched.
Right, man. At your order.
This should be easy enough.
Hey, lordy, oh, damn. Abomination. For the abomination. Hey, we won. What incarnation is even that? Well, we gotta save the game here. Fourth floor.
No! Ah, I'm going to have nightmares after this.
Yes, my love. What are we having tonight?
Roast boar, your favorite, and candied yams. The meal looks sumptuous.
You spoil me, my sweet. How fare our children at their lessons?
You should ask them yourself.
What have you learned, my son?
Mother has me practicing my penmanship. Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What in Andraste's name is going on here?
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
There's nothing loving or intimate going on here, right? Oh, there's nothing loving or intimate going on here.
I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that?
His happiness is an illusion, a cruel lie.
All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
She's feeding off his innermost desires and taking away his will. This is unholy.
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it himself.
I do not think this is what he really wants.
You do not see what I see of him. You do not know. We are partners. I give him what no one else can, and through him, I experience what it is to be mortal.
He deserves to be free from you, to find his own happiness.
What happiness? He has gone through life empty, resentful of his vows. You would return him to this? I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone.
I will let you live. Why not?
You have my thanks, if that means anything to you. You will not see us again.
Was that the right thing to do? It seems wrong, but the man is happy. And that's a good thing, isn't it?
Come, my pet. We are going for a walk. The children want you to show them all the stars in the night sky.
Well, if it makes the Templar dude happy. Even if it's just an illusion. Perhaps some of you all may disagree with my decision, but... Oh, what the heck.
Right.
What's over here? Ooh.
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Who's that man? And what have you done to him?
He's just resting. Poor lad. He was so very, very weary. You want to join us, don't you? Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all of this? Leave it all behind.
Can't keep eyes open. Someone pinch me.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You have no power over me.
Resist. You must resist. Else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
Oh shit. Well, I'm lost in my dream. Is this a dream demon? Right, alright. Oh no, is that what I think it is? That Duncan? No.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Wait, you should be dead.
Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
I don't know. Something doesn't seem right.
Everything is as it should be. We have eradicated the Darkspawn, and the world is at peace.
The world is never utterly at peace.
But now it is, for the first time in history, and you played a part in the making of that history. Do you not remember?
This peace will not last long.
It will. The Darkspawn will be a distant memory.
If the Darkspawn are gone, then we are no longer needed.
The Grey Wardens shall be keepers of history. We shall tell tales and sing songs of a more tumultuous time, that others may rejoice in knowing that that time is past.
No, this is not what the Grey Wardens are.
And I suppose you know the Grey Wardens better than I do? Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
To ignore them is irresponsible.
It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn. May they be your doom.
Let's get started.
Less fighting, more dying!
One shot. Get the hell out of this dream. What is this? Darkspawn invasion. What is this?
Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you a demon? No, I see that you're not. You're like me. Congratulations on getting out of that trap.
What about my companions? Are they trapped too?
You came here with others. Then yes, they would be trapped. The demon traps everything that comes here in a dream it thinks they can't or won't try to leave. I thought I'd escape too, but I've been wandering these empty grey spaces for a lifetime.
Are you a mage of the circle?
Yes, I am. My name is Njal. I was trying to save the circle when I encountered the sloth demon. I expect our experiences were similar.
Nail? Niall? Owain mentioned you.
Owain helped me greatly. I suppose I'll never be able to repay him. Litany was our weapon against the Blood Mage's domination. But it's too late. Everyone's dead.
Why are there so many blood mages here?
I don't know. They must have been practicing in secret, even teaching others. I knew these people, trusted them. The Litany was our only hope of saving the circle. But now, this place drains you of everything. Hope, feeling, life.
We'll find a way out.
No, there is no way out of here. You think there might be, but you'd be wrong. You see that pedestal there? I've studied the runes on it. Runes that signify different islands of the Sloth Demon's domain. The Sloth Demon itself is on the center island, but you can't get there. The 5 islands around the center somehow form a protective ward. I thought I was getting somewhere when I figured that out, and I went to each island in turn only to have my hopes dashed. There's always an obstacle. You'll see the path but be unable to get to it. And it taunts you and drives you mad.
Could my companions be in one of the islands?
I don't know. There are many dreamers. You might find a way to reach them through the islands. If you're lucky.
Tell me about the protective ward.
I don't know much. I think the Sloth Demon has placed lesser demons on each of the islands. I've seen them. They take different shapes, but they're there. Defeating them may be the only way to reach the Sloth Demon. But you have to get to them first. I couldn't. I was too afraid to try.
And alright folks, I believe that is episode 13 or 12. I think we're at episode 12, yeah. So yeah, probably once we're at episode 12 we'll be out of this whole trap. I think we're gonna be in a bunch of different places. It might take me a while to finish the bloody game.
This should be easy enough.
Dreamer stopping this from working. See? So yeah, might take us a while, but yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next episode.